as a meteorologist, this is the highest threat that I can pass along to you as the viewer. This is a tornado emergency for the city of Van Buren. Within a tornado emergency, not only do we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, we also have a tornado that is doing catastrophic damage, and it is going to continue its track further towards the north and towards the east along Highway KK, County Road K, and it is going to continue its track along Interstate 55. It is going to cross Interstate 55 probably within the next, I'd say probably 20 minutes, maybe less than that. This is our debris signature. This is lofted debris. I know this is over a rural area, so more than likely what we are seeing are trees lofted within this storm. This is a confirmed tornado, likely somewhere on the west side of Interstate 57. This is going to potentially pass on the south side of Benton. This is one of the higher tier tornado warnings that I can communicate towards you. We now have a tornado confirmed on the southwest side of Benton. This is going to continue to track further towards the north and towards the east, likely right through the middle of Benton. Watkins Ford, it is 1:34 right now. You have 5 minutes to get to that tornado safe place because of the debris signature we are seeing. I want you to wear those bike helmets, and I want you to grab anything that you can grab to cover yourself, cover your head, mattresses, pillows, blankets, whatever you can do to protect yourself. And again, this is still holding the considerable tag with this new warning, meaning that this flooding is posing a considerable risk to human life and property. This is the dam that we're talking about, so if you're traveling along Illinois 15 or along 127 across Nashville, this is where we are concerned with the potential for flooding.
What is happening with the weather that's making these fires so easy to start?
Well, the air right now is very, very dry. So whenever we're looking at fire weather, we look at something called relative humidity, which is that percentage of saturation. That level is very, very low. And it looks like this tree limb has picked up maybe about a quarter to a half inch of ice, maybe a little bit more than that. That's what's weighting these tree limbs down and causing them to sag. It's just going to be a really spring-like day out there for a lot of us, which is ironic because a little somebody predicted 6 more weeks of winter. But notice the timing, 8 o'clock in the evening. A lot of folks have Friday evening plans. Make sure that you have ways to get alerts if you're going to be away from your TV, addicted to Coke Zero, Diet Coke, and Alani News.
Hopefully it's just caffeine.
Hopefully it's just caffeine in general. Temperatures as you're headed out the door this morning to the bus stop, likely running around 41 degrees with sunny skies expected. As you're headed home, we're tracking temperatures that will be at around 60 degrees, once again with mostly sunny skies. Now by 7 o'clock in the evening, those initial rounds of stronger storms will start to be impacting areas across southeastern Missouri, say around Cape Girardeau through Poplar Bluff. It certainly is going to be a little bit on the breezy side as we are in competing air masses right now. But yeah, it is always so nice to see the sun come up early in the morning. It just means that we are one step closer to spring being here. It's about a month away or a little bit less than a month away. But this morning we have seen that cold front push through the region. That has given us lots of clear conditions as you're headed out the door for your Thursday morning commute. Overall today, I do think conditions are going to remain fairly calm. We go ahead and take a quick check at the radar. Not really a whole lot of activity showing up. All of that shower activity has tracked further towards the south and towards the east. Here's another live look outside at that absolutely stunning sunrise in Carbondale. Again, not really a whole lot of activity showing up out there for any of us this morning. As we continue throughout the rest of the day, conditions are going to be fairly sunny and also fairly warm. Tomorrow, we are tracking those sunny and warm conditions that are going to continue. Both today and tomorrow, we could see some breezy conditions, but still well below wind advisory criteria. This weekend, we are going to see those sunny conditions continue, but things are going to be a little bit colder than where they have been over the last several days. Now, this morning, a lot of us are waking up to temperatures into the mid-40s, so you may want a light jacket as you're headed out the door, considering we were at almost 50 degrees yesterday, but overall, temperatures aren't too bad. We're also seeing west-northwesterly winds this morning at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so that may make it feel just a couple of degrees colder than the actual air temperature this morning. Now, as you're headed out the door by 9 a.m., temperatures are likely going to be running into the upper 40s, upper 50s by the time we make it to 12 o'clock this afternoon. As you're headed out the door this evening, maybe to get those kiddos, temperatures are going to be running around 60 degrees with completely sunny skies. Even through the evening, temperatures are still going to be running well above normal with clear skies expected, 53 by 6 and 45 by 9 o'clock this evening. It's just going to be an absolutely beautiful day, and as we look ahead towards those afternoon highs across the entire area, I think some of us certainly could top out into the mid to upper 60s for most of us, especially in western Kentucky and far southeastern Missouri. Now, temperatures for dinner time likely running into the lower 50s, and as we head into the overnight hours tonight, headed into early tomorrow morning, a warm front is going to be just off to our west. Now, as we go throughout the early morning hours tomorrow, that warm front is going to track through the region. So as you're headed out the door early tomorrow morning, maybe to the bus stop, we are tracking temperatures that will largely be running into the upper 30s. That warm front continues its track further towards the north. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon likely run into the lower 70s and upper 60s for most of us, but it is going to be fairly windy behind that warm front. That's because we are in competing air masses. Here comes the next surge of cold air that is going to track in from the north tomorrow evening. We could see a few clouds with that, but I do expect this cold front to overall be fairly dry. Now, in terms of those exact wind gusts, we could be talking about things potentially gusting as high as 35 miles per hour tomorrow during the afternoon and late morning hours, so certainly be aware of those wind gusts. Now, our next surge of cold air does arrive as we head into the weekend, but at least we're not going to be dealing with that dangerous cold. We're talking about high temperatures for March 1st running around 46 degrees and 43 degrees by the time we make it to Sunday. But as we look ahead towards early next week, we do get more into a spring-like pattern with well above average temperatures expected and a few chances for thunderstorms. So that Storm Track 3 app always coming in handy. You'll be able to keep an eye on all the latest conditions today and on those chances for showers and thunderstorms early next week. We have about an 80% chance on Tuesday, something we're going to have to watch very closely. But for now, we're tracking temperatures that will be at around 61 for your Thursday and 67 for Friday. Some breezy conditions expected both today and tomorrow. 46 for Saturday, 43 for Sunday, 53 Monday, 60 for Tuesday with about an 80% chance of scattered thunderstorms, 55 for Wednesday.